What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. Y'all know I got my brother Elder on here with me. Man, so early today, I saw a lot of people ask me my opinion on the Daryl Morey comment about the 2020 Los Angeles Lakers bubble championship. Now I'm gonna put the quotes on the screen. So Daryl Morey says, everyone I spoke to around the league privately agrees that it doesn't truly hold up as a genuine championship. Now, he says this via the Athletic. Now, Dale Moore says this, right? No, now it's coming from Dale Moore. Now, Dale Moore, he shouldn't be the one that say it, and I'm gonna tell you why. He lose credibility when it comes to this because if y'all remember, Dale Moore also, I gotta pull this up. I gotta keep it a buck now. Dale Moore on record. This is what he say. Dale Moore said, had the Rockets won the title, I absolutely would have celebrated it as a legitimate, knowing the immense effort and resilience required. That's what he said. He was on record saying it now. So, you know what you think about that?
I mean, you're a hypocrite like most of the boogers in the league is, especially when it comes to the Lakers, when it comes to LeBron, keeping it a buck. You got the most hated franchise and you have the most hated player in one location. And then they went and did something that's never been done before because this has been a unique championship. But to sit here and say it wasn't genuine, man, miss me with that. Sore loser. That's all I got to say. I mean, all these people that want to put a asterisk or bubble this all that, you don't do that when guys played 47 games and won a championship. You don't do that when other circumstances come into play. And the thing that I'm saying is everybody agreed to go there and play, and I promise you, if your favorite team would have won the chip in 2020, you wouldn't be saying bubble chip. You wouldn't be saying it wasn't genuine. You wouldn't be doing. You would be celebrating the chip. A chip is a chip. At the end of the day, they still had to go out there and shoot the ball and make it go through the basket more than the opponents did. So to me, and I've been saying this since it happened, and I'm not saying this just because it's the Lakers. I actually think it probably was one of the toughest chips to win for the simple fact it took you out of basketball. It brought more to the table than just your physical skills. You had to be mentally tough to know that you were being sequestered. Yeah, the accommodations were decent and all this, but I mean, you know as well as I do, Showtime, it's something mental about not being able to go when you want to go as a man, not being able to maneuver, being away from your family, your wives, your children, your parents. You can't do nothing but talk on the phone with these folks. So it took a higher level of mental capacity to win that. And we saw different individuals, different teams fold because they could not handle the circumstances
Like
of
Clippers, I ain't want to be there.
no. I mean, again, I don't think anybody wanted to be there. Nobody did. But because of the way the CBA is structured now and guys that make a ton of money get their money so up front, what was the league supposed to do? Just scrap the league? And then think about it. All those players ain't giving back that money, but they hadn't played in those games. You know, as well as I do, show almost all these guys that make like 25 million or more, they get paid 4 times a year, y'all. Guess what? They get two of their paychecks though. Before the season starts, they get one in the summer and then one like a week before training camp start. So you got all these
Yeah,
guys that's been paid over half their money. Oh no, most of them had 3 quarters because remember you get your third check around Christmas. So you got guys that done been paid 3 quarters of their money, all the stars in the league, and you ain't played but half the games. That you had to go forward, bro. They couldn't just give that much. They couldn't lose that. That would have been a major financial loss for the league and every single team in the NBA. Every single one of them. So it was almost contractually you had to go play. But who's gonna get past that? Like you're used to playing sports and getting past an injury. But are you used to playing sports knowing that, okay, when I get done with this, I got X amount of room that I can go to this area and sit and eat. I can go to my hotel room. I can go to this pool. You know what I mean? Like I'm limited on what I can do for at least the next couple months. Man, it took a whole nother level mentally to get through that situation, and then you got the scare of coming down with the virus. Think about it. Remember how often everybody had to get tested? People testing, getting kicked out, people going out, can't come back in. Man, it was just a crazy scenario. So to sit here for Daryl Morey to sit here and say it wasn't genuine, man, miss me on that, Daryl Morey. Your real sentiments was what you said in 2020. It's a unique situation, but it's still a situation where you have to go play. Well, there were no fans, so it's still basketball. Ain't no fans when you go to the gym at the Y. But why you brag about winning at 24-hour fitness? Why you brag about going to the Y when you win? I'm not saying this was a Y level game because it was still an NBA level talent. It wasn't the same situation
Some
scenario.
might be like, okay, save it. All right, even if you say that, there's some people feel like the Lakers beat a hurt Miami Heat team.
Okay, did OKC beat a hurt Indiana team because Halliburton went down?
Hey man, they were saying it.
I'm just asking a question. Did OKC beat a hurt Indiana team?
Hey man, Al Caruso said. Hey, you heard Al Caruso said, didn't?
What'd he say?
Hold on, pull it up. Oh, there go Caruso.
Maybe even too much. How much better does this one feel?
Yeah, now I got a real one. Now nobody can say anything. Yeah, I think just because of the way the team is constructed now versus the team I had in 2020, like it was much harder with this team just because of the experience, right? And everybody talked about you need experience to win a championship and you need this, that, and the other. And I said multiple times through the postseason with this team that the good basketball is good basketball, winning basketball is winning basketball, and the best team can win no matter what happens if you go out there and execute and do the stuff that you need to do to win the game. And I think through the playoffs, this team grew up and learned on the fly, which most teams have to learn through losses and learn through defeat. And I think this team learned through success. And it's a unique capability to be able to do that for, 21 to 27-year-old kids. And for me, I've seen greats do it, so I knew the way, I knew the mindset. But to see these guys do it, man, it's really cool to see it in person, and I'm so happy for the guys. Just,
man, he said it bring more press, man.
I mean, that's just his personal opinion, and you heard him laughing because I'm not sitting here saying that this is not something internally that people do say. I'm not saying that. I just don't agree with it. Me personally, I don't agree with it. If it's not a real chip, give it back, Caruso. Take it. If it's not, I'm serious. If it's not, sell your ring or give your ring away, and then make sure that on your what do you call it, your Wikipedia and your bio, that it don't show that you're a two-time champ. I guarantee he will tell people he's a two. No, I'm just being honest. I guarantee you he will go out and tell people that he's a two-time NBA champ. I guarantee it. So I thought it was, what makes this real? Both of them are real. That's all. Both of them are real.
Well, man, a lot of people feel like, man, everybody wasn't playing. Some players didn't even show up to the bubble, man. A lot of people ain't playing.
Tell me the player that was a significant player.
Player played. Well, Kevin Durant was hurt, of course.
The Brooklyn Nets wasn't even, come on, show. They wasn't even a championship contending team. No Garnett, no Durant. Name me a player that could have had impact to changing the outcome possibly that decided not to show up. Guess what? The number one player that fit that bill was on the Lakers, and they still won. Because if you go back and you remember, AB was actually leading the league as a #1 perimeter defender. Avery Bradley was that year. And he decided not to come. So we lost our starting point guard and the best perimeter defender in the league that year and still won. So again, people can feel how they want. At the end of the day, if you go look up 2020 NBA champ, it's going to say the Los Angeles Lakers. It ain't going to say bubble champ next to it. Now, you may have you said what?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying you may see some written blurb that say, yeah, this was the bubble championship. Why? Because that's what everybody remembers it by. It was won in the thing that they called the bubble. That's what everybody remember it by. And again, I promise you this. If your team would have won, you wouldn't be fake. You wouldn't be tripping. You would be very, very happy that your team got a chip. All you people that team didn't win. If you're hypocrites when you bash it, knowing that if your team would have pulled it out, you'd have been happy all get out, and you would have took the chip. Because they still had to go win it. They still had to win the games. It just hurts people because the Lakers won. Let's keep it real. People are upset because it was the Lakers and LeBron. You know nobody wanted to see LeBron win another chip, Showtime. They did not want to see that. They did not want to see that. And they definitely never liked it when the Lakers win. So it just is what it is, man.
Hey, in the bubble, everybody was picking the folk picking the Trailblazers. I'll never get that.
Man, you remember that show? I cleaned up on the bubble chip. Hey, look, was taking the Houston Rockets really with Russell Westbrook. You betting on Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Got a Jimmy Butler? You really think Jimmy? Oh, they were hurt. You really think they had a chance to win if they were healthy? Man, stop, bro. Stop the cap. The Lakers. This is what the Lakers showed, though. Were they not the best team in the NBA from the start to the finish? People forget the Lakers was in #1 in the West when this went down, when everything got shut down. They were #1 in the West. The Lakers was the best team in the NBA the entire year, just like Oklahoma City was this past year.
That's true.
So now I know that the Clippers was favored. I know that. So I know somebody gonna come back and say, "Well, why was the Clippers favored then?" Again. Oklahoma City wasn't favored to win the championship this year until what's the name of them got hurt in Boston. Even though they was #1 by a lot of games, Cleveland was #1 in the East, and they still wasn't the favorite to come out the East. So that don't mean nothing just because Vegas and other people pick a team. You still got to go out and get it done. Gotta do
it. But Elder, man. They like, man, y'all ain't back it up though. You're gonna have people like Matt feel like they ain't back it up next year.
Man, Matt, Fat Mac back, whatever you call that, fat back. Man, that dude need to clean that nasty apartment, take them shit stained curtains down, and wash his ceiling once in a while. Damn it. That's what he needs to do. Shut his mouth, man. That dude, for a grown ass man, you just foul, bro. You just foul, man. I mean, I've never seen grown men like gawk for LeBron as much as they do, or hate on him as much. I mean, like, don't y'all got real lives? Like, don't you have people that are important to where you don't have to spend your entire life talking about one? That dude literally cannot have a conversation without bringing up. He only wants to talk about LeBron James. That's it. And what did LeBron do to you, bro? Don't say he screwed one of your girlfriends because you ain't got none. I mean, what did he do to you to make you hate this man so much? Now, I'm not a big LeBron James fan, but I don't hate on the dude. When he do good, I speak on it. When he screw up, I speak on it. It's that simple. Now, that dude need to grow up. Take them nasty ass undone braids out your funky head. Brush your mouth. Get a wash rag and clean between your cruddy eyes, Matt Pack. You hear me? It's a shame you're a grown ass man coming on live talking like you got walnuts in your cheeks, nigga. Stop. Stop, Matt Pack. Just stop, bro. It's embarrassing.
Hey, what do you think about it? You seen your boy Luka?
Luka looking good, ain't
he? Hey, man.
Hey, nothing like humble pie Showtime. I'm telling you right now, Luka's a man, and he's got bro. Think about that. This is the thing, though. Think about this, Showtime. Really think about this. You done left your homeland to come over here to play basketball, right?
Yeah.
You take this franchise and get them to the Western Conference Finals, then come back a couple years later and actually get them to the finals. You drag them to the finals, right? And the next year, they tell you, your people, the ones that's supposed to love you, you're lazy, you're out of shape, you're overweight. Mind you, you've been first team All-NBA for 5 straight years. First team. You can't get no higher than that. You've been in MVP voting all these years. Top 5 in MVP all these years. And these are the ones that come out and say, you're fat, lazy, out of shape, and you're not worth the money. If that don't humble you right there, show, nothing ever will. And I can tell by what Luka been not saying. Listen to me close. By what he hasn't been saying, that he's bro. I'm gonna be very surprised if Luka don't win the MVP this year. Now, I guarantee it's not his goal. Luka's goal, though, is every single person that did not believe I was championship worthy, I'm going to show all of you. See, all of Europe didn't believe until I had to show them. Now I'm finna show all you Americans how championship worthy I am. I've been a champion my entire life. Now I'm finna go show y'all. I'm telling you, I got a feeling.
Did you hear what they said earlier?
What they say?
Mark Stein. Pull this up. Dave McMillan.
Could they not do this for him in Dallas? Why could they not do this for him in Dallas? That's the biggest question.
I think he has to answer that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's perhaps a big part of why he's there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I think you heard a lot of negative things. There probably is a lot of stuff that they're not saying. There's stories that I've heard that they're not saying. But ultimately, he has to be accountable. He may not have been accountable with his words, but he's accountable with his body.
Yeah.
Because he made the change.
Yeah. Why could they not do this for him in Dallas?
So he basically saying Dallas will hold him back.
Because they're chickens. Let's just keep it a buck. Dallas is chickens, and they run by chickens. Cuban would have, come on, show. You don't think Cuban would have sat down and had a conversation with Luka? Now, mind you, say Cuba's in control, but all these other people that he still has to lean on, if they all come to him with these concerns that they claim they have now, you don't think Mark Cuban's the type that's going to sit down and have that conversation with Luka and say, you know, that's justified. Luka, we love you. Now we're going to do whatever to keep this relationship. But those are valid points, son. You need to come back. I mean, and guess what? I bet that would have woke Luka up. They could have kept it internal saying, we have a problem as a managing team giving you all this money when you haven't done the things, in our opinion, that superstars do to win championships. There's an enormous sacrifice that takes place. Go ask Shea. Go ask Jason Tatum. Go ask Kobe Bryant. Well, you can't now, but you know what I'm saying. Go ask MJ. Go ask all the greats. Ask LeBron. It's a major sacrifice, bro. And Luka, we don't feel you're doing that. That would have pissed Luka off, but let's keep it a buck. You think Luka would have wanted to leave Dallas from having that conversation? Hell no. Luka would have looked at them people and been like, man, you know, he'd have went back to his advisors, you know, his agent, his family, all that. And they'd have been like, Luka, baby, that is kind of true. Imagine if you were in greater shape. I mean, you're still a superior, but imagine.
I mean, he in his prime. It shouldn't.
Yeah. This is the time to do it. I'm telling you, they're chickens, because it's obvious they never had this conversation with Luka. Obvious they never did. This is one of those, well, he's a professional, he should know. Side channels are saying it. No, you sit down with him, you writing a check. But these new owners, they looked and said, we don't want to pay him this supermax. We don't. And then they used all this stuff as an excuse not to pay him. That's chicken shit to me. That's people being chicken and not having real man-man conversations. I believe Luka gonna come back this year and show the league. Okay, cool. And here's the biggest reason why. I think Luka looked at it and said, this shit's right. Some of it is right. Show, you know how that is. Somebody could say something, you be pissed like a mother, boy. When you get back and think about it, you're like, man, that dude was right. That's where the humbling comes in. And then here's the major part. Now you got to go do something about it. You can't just acknowledge that the individuals was telling the truth. You got to change. And look at this. Luka has instantly changed. Instantly. Yeah. I expect Luka to be moving like he was his rookie year. Now when you add the level of IQ that done went up with him playing, 7-8 years in the NBA. Oh, I expect Luka to just, I would not be surprised even on this team with LeBron if Luka puts up 35, 36, 37 a game this year. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Because think about it. Being out of shape, coming off an injury, all this stuff, he still averaged 30 with LeBron. Still averaged 30 for the Lakers. And this is an off year for him. Oh, I could easily see Luka's shooting percentage go up this year. And him make 1 or 2 or 3 more. All it takes is him making 2 more shots a game. The work he putting in, yeah. I see it.
And he going on a doggone tour talking about the weight loss. I see.
There have
well,
been
they got
some
him
who
with the
criticized you in the
Jordan
past for being out of shape. You probably heard some of that. How much of this was about that? Trying to say, yeah, whoa, guys.
I mean, honestly, I tried to not read much, just trying to focus. I mean, I think I was still a pretty good basketball player back then, no matter what people say. I think it was a next step in my career. At the end, I'm still 26, and, I got a long way to go. So that was a good step.
Ooh, I love hearing that.
Now, Elder, what do you see? I don't know if you saw. You was busy, right? So supposedly, Luka is telling the Lakers he's in win now mode. He wants competitive teams in order to win. Do you take? It sounds like to me, okay, is he gonna like use that as leverage to bring in more players, or he gonna go and sign the contract now?
No, Luka, as soon as he's eligible to sign, you can tell he's gonna sign. He's not gonna try to use it leverage.
Right. But you got NBA insiders and people on TV saying, he making it seem like, well, he's putting pressure on the Lakers to force them to make moves before him.
How the NBA insiders just, again, Showtime, these are the same people that agree that Kobe Bryant's the 11th best player of all time, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious, bro. The level of hate for the Lakers is real. Think about this. They want people to believe that there's a chance Luka, I mean, it's literally trying to speak something into existence that doesn't exist. What person would be out actively recruiting people to come to a team that he has no intentions of being there? Why would he recruit? Now, I could see if he's just saying get players, but he's telling them the players, then he's calling them. He's making multiple calls to these people to get them to come play on the team. Now, Luka know exactly what he's doing, and he's gonna help the Lakers build this team around the type of players that are available that he wants. And guess what? I can tell now too from Luka, he don't want the Lakers to make no dumb moves like, just throw a draft pick at Wiggins. Nope, don't do that. Nope, don't do that. I guarantee you, Luka like, it's got to be something better than that for us to give up that draft pick. And it's got to be something that fit me. Oh boy, don't fit me. We have to take on that extra money. He's older. He don't fit me. Nope. Give me some. Let's go with what we got. I can hear Luka now saying, hey, I like the draft pick we got. He's a nice athletic wing, long arms, defensive player. I like Laravia, who's Showtime over there. I be listening. This is what Luka said. I be listening to Showtime on point. He don't like Laravia. We're gonna make sure we get him 3-4 extra buckets just for Showtime since he don't like that dude. Then we got the Bulldog. We got the Bulldog and Marcus Smart. We're gonna keep him healthy this year. And I like the guys coming back.
All that sounds
he
good.
Does. Again, I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing, whatever they need from Luka, Luka's doing. And nobody does that if they don't plan on being on that team. Who the hell is going to recruit all these dudes and then all of a sudden, well, I decided to leave? You look like the biggest butthole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can hear Aiden, bro, you told me to come here. Now you gone? Like, that would be crazy. No, Luka gone. And I saw the thing. He don't even got to show up to his thing until what, August 4th. So he'll watch. Y'all will see. He'll sign it.
Now people was getting that too. They were like, now Luka Doncic said the Lakers and win now mode. People like Elder ain't keep that same energy, bro. Because when LeBron demand they go out there and get players that can help them win now, y'all saying I'm ready for him to leave.
Well, that's a lie, because look at all the moves LeBron made. They just didn't work, unfortunately. I mean, the Anthony Davis move worked. It did. We got a chip out of it. I praise LeBron for that. We don't get Anthony Davis without LeBron. We don't have that chip without LeBron coming first and then talking Anthony Davis into coming. That's just a fact. But you got, for every move you did that worked, we can name 5 or 6 that you did that didn't work. So I can name Anthony Davis, but I also can name Dennis Schroeder. Didn't work, right? I can also name bringing in Russell Westbrook. Didn't work. You are the one that got rid of Danny Green, 6'6" guard defender, veteran defender, help you win the chip defender. You got rid of KCP. You got rid of Caruso for THT, your guy. When the Lakers said we can only keep one, you said keeps THT. So I can give a handful of bad decisions you made that cost the Lakers, because nobody can deny Westbrook set us back. People forget we had to give up a first-round pick too. Not only did we give up KCP, let Caruso have to all this stuff, we had to give up a first-round pick to get Westbrook, y'all. Man, come on. Then to move him, we had to give up a first-round pick. So Russell Westbrook cost us 2 first-round picks. So again, I give him credit when he does well. When he doesn't, I don't. I'm keeping the same energy. I'm keeping the same energy. Think about this. The players that Luka's recruiting, these are not the guys that LeBron wants you to go get. They're not. Bron wants the Lakers to go into the second apron and just bring in high-priced guys that he think he can win with. Give me all the talent. No, that's not how you build a team together. You do have a budget, sir. And especially when you ain't talking about giving back none of that money that you making. No.
And they got they still got PJ. Like I keep telling you, you don't want to believe. Oh yeah, another person too. Vucevic. He's about to get he's probably gonna get a buyout with the Bulls. He's gonna be available.
I don't want him.
Elder,
I don't want him.
That a player. Now Elder, we pay attention to all details. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not just look at the stat sheet. It's a reason why nobody wants to trade for him.
Yeah.
But I just still think I'm still surprised that they can't get nothing back for him. Now, his contract got a lot to do with that. We already know.
He's an older guy that all he can do is score and rebound a little bit like centers are supposed to, but he brings nothing else to the table. And his defense, he is like one of the worst rated defenders, not just centers, y'all, defenders in the league. So everything he gives you offensively, he gives back. Believe it or not, y'all, Austin Reeves is not in that category. Believe it or not, Luka's not in that category, y'all. Now, their defense is horrible. It's trash, right? But they're not in that category where you look and say everything they bring on the offensive end is given back on defense. They're not in that category. Vucevic is. And he's older with a horrible contract. So if they buy him out, sure, if you can pick him up for the vet minimum, absolutely. It's just too much talent to add at that price. But to trade for him, no. If you're going to trade with the Bulls, you better bring back Williams. You better bring back, what's his name? Goggles, man. Ain't he with the Bulls now? They used to be with Phoenix and Indiana. And, bring back some young, athletic, long talent that plays defense. Bring back Ayo, the guard, the 6'5" guard that they don't even want in Chicago. They got these young guards there now. They want to keep Giddey. Get him. These are people that fit Luka timeline, and these are the kind of guys that actually make a difference, that help you win a championship. See, the Lakers are so used to the splashy name. They're gonna find out that this is how you put a team together. Pat Williams ain't it for the Bulls, but I bet Pat Williams would do well playing next to LeBron and all them. And again, your number one thing for Pat Williams is the defense. He plays great defense. You
Pat
need
Williams,
him to guard.
Patrick Williams, elder players like
He
Patrick
legit.
Williams, they'll do better in a system surrounded by vets, and they have expectations of winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When
I
you
think
got him out there
Yeah.
trying to be the number one, number two guy, no. Put him out there as the fourth best player on that team. Behind LeBron, behind Luka, behind AR. Then you got fifth best behind Ayton. See how he performed for you then. I guarantee this. Give us Pat Williams, right? I would do a Pat Williams and a Yoy, whatever his name is, Ayo, for Rui, Gabe, and Dalton Connect. I'd do that deal. I would do that deal. And watch how good Pat Williams be for the Lakers. Probably start. He would jump right in the start because he's a perfect fit. And I guarantee this. His numbers in the starting lineup for the Lakers would be better than Dorian Finney-Smith's. His shooting percentage would be better. His defensive rating would be better. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I think
he's a better player than Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah, I'll take Patrick.
Keep it above.
Yeah, I'll take Patrick Williams. Even though he stayed hurt, I'll take him over Dorian Finney-Smith. Yeah.
I'll take that dude in Toronto if they don't want him. Because, Toronto just – I don't understand Toronto to just constantly get wings. I don't understand.
They got a bunch of wings.
Bro, give me the dude that came from Utah. Abaji, I'll take him. I know he's 6'5", but his athleticism, he plays way bigger than 6'5". He's young.
Yeah,
he fits the time frame. I bet his shooting go up with the Lakers. Oh, he don't shoot that good. Put him next to Luka. Put him next to LeBron. Put him next to AR. Let's watch how his quality of shot go up. See, those are the guys. If I'm the Lakers, I'm going after them. And then when you package them with another good player, then you can pry my first round pick for me. Give me 2 young first round pick players like that. Then you can get that first round pick. So that fools can say, oh, man, you shouldn't have gave it. Man, it's a 2031 pick. Don't forget, we got our 2026 pick next year. We got our 2028 pick. We got our 2030 pick. People act like the Lakers have no picks. They just don't have none to trade. They still got picks. And then the new owners already showed you. Did they not buy a pick this year? Picking at number 36 is literally like picking in the first round. The majority of these teams had that guy that came out of Arkansas that used to be at Kentucky, Theo or whatever that we got. They had him in the first round. So you get first round talent. That's why you're willing to pay the money to get him. Right. And that dude, I don't know if it's a guy that can jump higher than that dude. That dude's a beast. That dude's a beast. So, I mean, go to OKC and try to pry one of these guys from them that they know they ain't going to be able to pay now. Now that they've already committed to their big 3, they're not going to be able to pay Joe. They ain't going to be able to pay Wiggins. They're probably not even going to be able to pay that little guard. I know they love him, Showtime, from Kentucky, that started a lot of games for them. I forgot his name that quick. You know what I'm talking about, though? That started a lot for them. For OKC, the little guard.
You talking about Carson Wallace?
Yeah, they ain't gonna be able to pay these dudes, y'all. They're not. So how about prying them now and making people think, man, you gave up a lot for that. But then 2 years down the road, oh wow, the Lakers won that trade. See, that's the type of moves you got to be making right now. Seeing guys that this team, because they just did this, this, and this, they're not going to be able to pay this man. No matter what happens, you ain't gonna be able to pay him.
I'm still. There's other players out there now. Elder, I'm gonna wait. Till I'm gonna say them for another. But we still got players out here that's looking to get moved. Now, a couple of players on Washington, Elder, to look to pay attention to. Chris Middleton, CJ McCollum. I don't think they're going to be there all season long.
I don't either. Now, I would be, if I'm the Lakers, I'd be more interested in Middleton than I would McCollum.
You got Austin Reeves, so you ain't no need.
I don't need. You already got a guard that can score and play make, and that he's bigger and he handles better, and I don't need another guard that can't play D. We actually need defensive guards right now because we let one go to bring in one. I would like another defense. I know we got two on the roster with Gabe Vincent and Smart, but I would like another one on the roster. I really would. I think now if you aren't defensive minded, at least, I can't add you to the roster right now. I cannot add you to the Lakers because let's keep it above. If you really looking at the Lakers team, they should lead the league in scoring. The Lakers shouldn't have any problem scoring. They got guys that can score the rock. From Ayton to LeBron to Reeves to Luka to Rui, they got guys that can score. I don't think scoring gonna be the problem. It's still got to figure out the best way to deal with this defense. So if I can get a guy that's a true 3-and-D, where he's shooting the ball 36, 7, 8, 9, 40% from the three. And he's a good, Herb Jones. I would have loved to got a Herb Jones. And I would have gave up a first-round pick for Herb Jones. He would have been worth it on this team because of his age. I'm not doing the same because people say, well, shoot, Wiggins better than Herb Jones. I mean, right now, he still is, in my opinion. He's still a little bit better player than Herb Jones, in my personal opinion. Some will disagree, but I think he is. But Herb Jones is younger. So I would do it for Herb Jones. He fits my timeline with Luka, not Wiggins. I'm not giving all that up for Wiggins. I shouldn't have to.
I don't know you get Wiggins at this point, through the buyout market. I don't think no team.
But they're not gonna. They love him. They love him. They said they're gonna keep him, and
I don't think
we'll
no
see.
team. I'm telling you, Adam, no team trade for Wiggins.
And I'm telling you, the reason I like Middleton, because people forget Middleton was a true 3-and-D-er. Middleton used to play great defense, y'all, and he's long. He's 6'8", long, and got a stroke. And typically these guys, after coming back from the ACL thing, they really need another whole year. Like, they don't really get it cranked up. Kevin Durant's kind of the exception, but most of these dudes, they don't get it cranked back up until really that second year. Now Middleton is going to be in that second year. I would love for them to waive him and he want to come to the Lakers. I would love to take a flyer on a guy like Chris Middleton. I would love to have him on the team. I really would. Because, boy, that boy, he a flamethrower. People forget that championship year, he was the one taking all the big shots. Not Giannis. He was the closer. Middleton can put that booger through the hole, bro. So I would take it on him, 34, 35. He played. Man, you better go back and look. Now, probably, but back then, Middleton played great defense back then.
Yeah, before he got hurt, for sure.
Man, you had Middleton, Giannis, Holiday. Bro, them dudes was locking up. Milwaukee had some of the best defense in the league. Why do you think they won?
No,
man, shoot. I'm not saying Middleton's going to come back and be an elite defender, y'all. But if you are a good defender and your body gets healthy, he ain't going to go from being like he used to be, above average. And all that. He ain't finna just be a trash defender. He's still smart enough to know how to put himself in position and angles and stuff.
Compared to what the Lakers got right now, he'll be the best.
He's way better. Yeah. Yeah. And again, if I'm getting him on the cheap, bro, absolutely. If I'm getting him on the cheap, I'm taking that. I'm taking a flyer, and he wants to come to LA. I'm taking the flyer on that dude. Now, for moving forward, I want a younger guy if I can find him. If I can find one of these teams that I mean, Toronto and Utah would be places I want to go, especially Utah, bro. You know, Utah just want that other pick, bro. They want the restrictions taken off, that 2029 pick, and they want that 2031 pick still. You give me the right players, you can have it. Give me the right players, you can have it.
Who else they got? They still got Colin Sexton. Nobody wants him. Nobody.
No, he got traded. Sexton got traded.
Hold on, not Sexton. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about my boy.
Lloyd Marketing.
Yeah, don't nobody want, like, they're not trying to give up nothing significant for Lauren Marketing.
And Kessler. See, he wants too much for Kessler.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
Marketing.
enough for them.
Everybody wanted him.
He wants too much. He's trying to.
Well, no. Remember, Marketing signed that new deal. Marketing just got a brand new max deal. He making 40-something a year for the next 4 years, bro. I don't think people like. Hey, think about it. Lloyd Marketing coming to your team. If you're gonna win, he ain't finna be your second best player. He gonna have to be third or fourth best player, and he making 40-something million. It don't fit these teams. That's why Marketing stand.
For what he's asking for though, Elder.
Way too much.
For what you giving up, you had to make him the first or second best player. What he asking for, right?
Look
now.
at though, he does ask a lot, but when someone puts a deal on the table for Danny Ainge that makes sense, he does it. John Collins, he was asking for the stars, but a deal came that made sense. He moved him. Asking for the stars for. Remember, as soon as old boy got there, the little guard you just talked, Sexton. The first thing they did was sign him to that 3-year deal. And I'm like, what? And that's why they kept him. What? For 2 years? Why? Because people didn't want to pay that deal. Now he gonna expire. All right, we'll take him now. And as soon as the deal made sense, he moved Sexton. So you can still work with Danny Ainge. I'm telling you. Now I have to go over to Utah and look and see what they got. Because they got rid of the Bajadu, because that was the wing that I really wanted from Utah, because he was really young back then. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted him, but I don't know who they got right now. I really don't. I don't know who they really got at the wing, because they just got rid of Collins. So I just don't know who they got that I would really, really want from Utah in the wing, because the Lakers need a wing. They need a great defender, and they need a wing.
The way things are going right now, Elder, I don't expect teams. I think teams are going to wait till the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
There's teams out there that want to make moves, but
yeah,
because they might. This new CBA. It's those teams don't want to pay all them taxes, bro. You know. They want to stay under the second. Everyone stay on the first, so they have to pay their taxes. They want to lose their mid-level sales or the draft pick. I mean, I think that whole thing it destroyed free agency. Free agency we've been knowing is over.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever.
And I'm not actually. It's saying Colin Sexton is still on the team. I thought he got traded. Maybe they haven't officially done the trade yet.
There's been talks about him getting moved, but
I thought he got moved. So I actually thought
it's been
he got
if
moved.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, for a second I didn't even argue with you about it. I'm like, I think he did get moved, right?
I thought he did. Maybe he did.
For a second.
Oh yeah, he did. No, he did. I'm reading the article now. Hornets land guard Sexton.
Yeah, I know.
From Jazz for Nurek. They gave up Nurek.
I know I'm not tripping, so yeah, thought he did got moved. I'm gonna say, but
now people say, why would the Hornets want him?
You got a lot of players like Cam Thomas, Johnny Kuminga. Again, what I've been telling y'all about Johnny Kuminga, you know what they came out and said? Johnny Kuminga is telling people he believes Steve Kerr is holding him back, and he'll be a star player on another team. I told y'all, that's what they selling. He didn't turn down their first offer. Johnny Kuminga.
I thought it was weak. Did you hear that offer?
Huh?
Did you hear their offer?
Phoenix?
No, you said they turned down. He turned down
Warriors. I'm talking about the Warriors offer.
The Warriors first offer. They turned down.
They turned down the offer. Yeah.
It's weak though. Warriors offer to him was weak to me.
It was very weak, but they don't believe in him, yo. They don't.
2 years. Let me tell y'all the offer. 2 years, 2 years, 40,000, y'all. 40 million. 20 million a year is what they offered him. And then here's the thing. Here's the kicker though, because that's too low, really. But here's the kicker. Second year, team option, and since it's a team option, that makes it really a 1-year deal. So automatically in the NBA, that gives the player a no trade clause, right? So they want to do a 2-year, $40 million deal. Second year is a team option, and he has to waive his no trade clause, y'all.
Yeah.
Then this is what they did to really This getting ugly, y'all. People don't realize this is getting really offensive. They come back after hearing these great deals that Phoenix and Sacramento put together, right? In the trade for him, right? Then they come back and say, well, we'll up the offer to 2 years, $45 million. They literally added $2.5 million per year, y'all. But we still need the waiving of the no trade clause and a team option for the second year. So that literally would only guarantee him $22 million, y'all. You just don't get much more disrespectful than that.
Salute, Pastor, and show.
Hey, what's going on, Herm?
What up, Herm?
Hey, Pastor, we
Yes,
talked about this a long time ago, though. Certain teams, when they drop the ball on certain drafts and it comes to bite them in the butt, that's what the Warriors are going through, man. They real deal messed up in that draft. The same draft that they got Kuminga when they drafted Wiseman. That was terrible moves, in my opinion. I think back then you should have got a guard like a LaMelo that would have complemented Steph, could have extended Steph Curry's career longer, would have took a lot of pressure off of Steph. You could have went at another angle to get another wing, get another 3-and-D guy like they could have got at the time. I just think that they dropped the ball in that draft, and it just now you in the situation that none of your lottery picks you got anything. You didn't get anything from those picks, so you did all that for nothing. Dropped the season for nothing. Didn't capitalize off the D-Lo trade. That's crazy to me.
They did capitalize on the D-Lo trade. They traded him for Wiggins and won a chip. But here's the thing. Now, I just talked to the homie about 2 hours ago. He was telling me, he was like, a lot of people are blaming Steve Kerr, but they don't realize Steph Curry got a lot of say-so. Who starts? That's how it goes in the league. A lot of the star players got a lot more say-so who starts, more than what y'all think, on most teams. And if you look at Brzezinski, Steph Curry and Draymond like playing Brzezinski more than Kuminga. They just does. They prefer him more.
Well, he fits what they do too. He's a smart, heady little guy, ball handler. Kuminga, let's keep it a buck. Kuminga is the type, kind of like BI, even kind of like Zion a little bit, y'all, where they really need the ball in their hand, get out of their way, let them do their thing. And I'm not saying these guys can't be playmakers and all that as well, but the league is just kind of trying to go away from that, y'all. They really are. They're trying to go away from that, and it's never been what Golden State wants, because they want old boy running off 50, 11 screens and him getting wide open looks. That's what they want. That's what they want. So it's just, he don't fit their team scheme, and that's fine. Let him go though. And now they're saying that they finna cut off what do you call it? Sign and trade talks. They finna cut that off.
Yeah.
They finna cut that off. Yeah, they finna cut that off. Kuminga wasn't in the draft with Melo Ball. He wasn't in that draft.
No, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Him and Wiseman got drafted the same year together, pals.
I thought Kuminga was in the Cade Cunningham draft.
You remember? No. You remember the Warriors had 2 lottery picks?
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, bro.
They had Tyree Halliburton in that draft too.
Yep.
No, I'm looking at that, bro. What am I looking at then?
Look at the year when Giant. Look at that draft.
The 2021 NBA draft. It's saying Cade Cunningham was the number 1 pick. Jalen Green, Evan Mobley. I'm looking at the draft. Kuminga was 7th in that draft.
Okay, so I could be wrong. I thought he was in that Wiggins draft.
Yeah, me too.
That's the 21 draft, right?
Yeah, the 21 draft was Cade Cunningham.
Okay, who did they get? Hold on, I'm tripping. They got Wiseman.
Yeah, because Cause see,
21.
yeah, cause remember he
They
was
got
in the
five.
draft with Franz. Cause
Yeah,
everybody said you could have got Franz Wagner.
yeah, you got five.
It,
Yeah.
it was a lot of other guys. They got Moses Moody in the same draft. Those two in
They
the
were
same
actually
draft.
split because a couple people wanted damn, was it I can't remember. Was it Elder? Damn it, bro. Damn it. It
Oh
was
yeah,
somebody.
Pastor, you right
Was it the
because
guy in Orlando?
they got two back to
Mm-hmm.
back. They
Franz
got those
Wagner.
two
They
back.
wanted him to take Franz
Oh,
Wagner,
They
yeah.
got those two
and
back
he
to
went
back
next.
lottery picks. They did get the two
Yeah.
back to back lottery picks of 2020 and 2021. Pastor, right?
Yep.
Don't be surprised.
Jalen Johnson. Hey, Jalen Johnson was in that draft from Atlanta.
Yeah, that was a good draft.
Honestly, to me, I'm looking at this draft, but there are guys in this draft that fit
Golden State better.
what, yeah, just their scheme better. And they could have made out like fat cats because even though Kuminga was, it was some guys in this draft that didn't pan out, but teams really liked their upside. I'll give y'all names. Y'all probably remember. Y'all remember Zaire Williams? Huge
Yeah.
upside. Y'all remember James Bouknight from
Yeah.
UConn? Huge upside. Y'all remember the guard with the Spurs, Joshua Primo?
Yeah.
These dudes had huge upside, and there was a lot. They could have traded that number 7 and fall back and got. So, like, to me, I'm being honest. I remember Trey Murphy at Virginia. I would have
Yeah.
wanted that guy for that. I'm like, he's the next Clay. It would have been clear to me. He's the
Then
next
he's
Clay Thompson.
longer. He's longer and everything. So
Even a Corey Crisp. Remember Corey Kisper
Yep.
from Gonzaga? I would have wanted him. I'm thinking about guys that fit what they do. I still think Moses Moody was a good pick for them at 14, but they could have traded out of that 7th pick because the only person to me in that realm that was still left that fit what you were doing, that you're gonna put that, it wasn't a guy left, y'all, because the rest of them dudes, you could get them later. They weren't, because Barnes was already gone. Remember, Mobley was already gone. Jalen Green didn't fit. You wasn't getting Cade Cunningham. Joshua Giddey was gone. Remember, these guys were the guys. Suggs was already gone. Man, I'd have traded out of that 7th pick and fell back further, and I would have been going after either Crisper. I'd have been going after Trey Murphy. Shoot, I would have even wanted Trey Mann. He would have fit them better. Shoot, you get Trey Mann, they probably don't need Brzezinski now.
Nah, but Murphy fits Golden State
Perfect.
way better than.
He looked like what's the name in college? He looked like Klay Thompson in college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
He
I'm gonna tell you,
just for longer, more athletic.
but everybody waiting on the Clippers and the Warriors. They waiting on Giannis come available.
I don't know why. I just honestly, y'all, this is just my personal opinion. Giannis is such a smokescreen. I don't believe Giannis is ever going anywhere.
He don't want to go nowhere though. That's the crazy part.
I don't. Now I believe there could be other guys available, but I would not be waiting on Giannis. It's like everybody's waiting on Giannis to do something that's not in him, which is to be unloyal.
Yeah,
how's this man gonna leave them when they gave him every single thing he's ever asked for?
Yep. I think the only way he leaves though, Pastor, way he leaves, if Milwaukee was feeling so bad to the point, man, we failed you, Giannis, man. We haven't been doing what we do. We want you to win, and we'll help you out. We'll trade you somewhere. That's the only way he leaving Milwaukee. If the organization itself was to approach about, man, we're gonna help you win.
So you talking about just in case it turns into like the Portland situation was a couple years ago with Dame Lillard, that type of scenario.
Yeah,
I could see that. That would probably be the only way. Where now he feels like the organization don't really want him anymore because they know they can't win with him. and they don't really want to keep paying all that money, knowing that they're going to lose.
So they'll help him out.
Help him out to get the bag, and they want it because they can get a boatload of assets and picks for Giannis. So, but 2 years from what is Giannis right now? What is he 30?
Yeah, he's 30 years old.
Yeah, so it'll be 31. Giannis gonna be 32, 33 years old, bro. I mean, I'm not saying he still won't be the man. I'm just, the way these dudes been getting hurt and everything, bro. I'm not looking to give this man a 5-year deal, 4-year deal, and have him 38 years old at the end of that deal. I'm just not. I don't know, bro. I'm not, and then I just don't see him ever wanting to leave. I really don't, because I don't see Milwaukee not doing everything in their power to do what he wants them to do. I mean, you can't be more loyal to a player than Milwaukee has been to Giannis Antetokounmpo. You just can't, bro. They've been way more loyal to him than anybody's ever been to LeBron. Way more. This dude gets everything he wants.
No, but that's why I think Milwaukee, they'll think about Giannis' legacy to a degree. Like, man, we want better for you ourselves. We want you to win so bad. Shit, we gonna do everything in our power to put you in a great situation.
I mean, he's already the greatest player in Milwaukee history, isn't he? They done had some greats, but he's already the. Because Kareem was there, but Big O was there. That
long in Milwaukee.
Yeah, he got him a chip too. Him and the Big O, but again, they're not.
They didn't stay long.
Yeah, they didn't stay long enough. So Giannis got him a chip, and he's got to be the greatest Milwaukee Buck of all time. Him and Buck Johnson, Ray Allen.
I wouldn't mind Giannis stay his whole career.
I would too. Just stay, bro.
I think it's to a point. He might not have no choice. To be honest, he may not have no choice. Because that's what the league wants anyway. I mean, they're trying to make it a way for these teams that draft their players and be able to keep their players long term. So the top players anyway. Because teams like Oklahoma City, some of that low hanging fruit. I mean, that's gonna fall down eventually. They're gonna
shit. Them folks gonna get a #1 pick in the next year or two. OKC gonna be around, man.
OKC got they high on the old boy they drafted last year.
Who?
The guy they got last year?
Oh yeah. That dude can play.
Yeah, they high on him.
Let me go to OKC, man.
Yeah, man. Look at those future picks, man, Pastor, man. They got a lot of options, man.
OKC, bro. I told y'all 2 years ago, I'm afraid of this team, bro. If anybody can do a dynasty type of run, it's OKC. It is OKC, bro. They're set up to do it. Oh boy, OKC. But they got guys they're not gonna be able to. When Dort come back up, which I think he got a year to go, you're not gonna be able to pay him. You can't pay Alex Caruso. You can't pay none of these, bro. Their top 3 guys have eaten up the whole cap. If you keep them dudes, they have literally ate up your whole entire cap.
Man, them guys, man, they're ahead of the curve, Elder.
They are, so they're going to figure
these
something
guys
out.
in prime too. They know where they're not even close to being 30.
Bro, they had the youngest team in the NBA this year. I'm looking at their roster right now, y'all. 2 guys on the team in their 30s. Alex Caruso's 31. Kenrick, Mr. Froman Williams, Kenrick, he's 30.
And Pastor, it's the crazy part. Even they get in those situations when they know they can't pay somebody, they got so much collateral, though, they could still make a big play, make a big trade, big move to the point that you still get a sufficient player back and you still competing at a high level. So it's like
it's
crazy.
They're waiting. When these guys leave, they already have guys that can take their, like, if Lou Dort leaves, oh boys, Carson Wallace is ready to take his spot, bro.
Yep.
Dort 6'4", he's 6'3".
And Carson Wallace already a better defender.
No, I don't know about all that, but
I
I'm
think
about
he
better
is.
defender.
I think he
Nah,
is.
nah, 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 nah. He ain't a better defender. Nah, nah. Nope, 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 nope. You get me on that. Nope. But
I think
again,
he is, man.
in these dudes, bro, they can just they can supplement from what they have. And the contracts are still so good. Like I'm talking Caruso, 10 million. Dort, 16 million. Hartenstein. If you gotta get a big money player, you gotta throw Hartenstein in there for 30. Isaiah Joe makes 13. Um, man, they got a guy named Topic. Is that the guy the rookie? They got a couple 19-year-olds. One from Georgetown, another guy overseas. Case and Wallace only making 5,500, y'all. I mean 5.5. Aaron Wiggins only making 10. Man, they got guys that can move, bro. Jalen Williams makes 2 million, y'all. The other Jalen. And Kenrick only making 6.5. These are movable contracts, y'all. All of these are. Man, okay. See, and then they got all the picks. They still under the cap because only person making that money right now, this year coming up, is Shea. Them other two dudes got to finish out their contract, so they're not going to be making that money this year. That don't go into effect until the 2027 season. Man,
The boy Hearn said Memphis on the come up though.
I like
I
that
ain't mad
trade.
with Memphis.
When we
I
traded
ain't mad
Desmond
with Memphis.
Bain,
Yeah.
we good. We on the come up after we traded Desmond Bain.
They just need better leadership, bro. I don't like Memphis's leadership. I don't like your best players. If Memphis is really gonna do something, they should took them assets and all the stuff they got and trade it for a guy that can come in there and be the man that
Yeah,
Ja Morant will have to respect. As long
I
as Ja
agree.
Morant is the leader of that team, you're not going nowhere, man. You're gonna win a lot of regular season games, but you ain't going nowhere.
I
You're just
want us to
not.
trade. I want us to. I hate to say this. I think the type of move you talk about we need to make to bring in somebody like that. We got to trade Jaren Jackson Jr. Man. He's not a guy that gonna be able to check Ja. He's
Shit.
not. He ain't got
Trade
the
Ja
passion.
ass. Trade Ja
Hey,
ass.
I
I
wouldn't
would
mind.
shock the world. Cause cause
I
keep it a
trade
buck.
all three of
Who's
that.
who's worth a super max more? Ja or Luka?
Luka Doncic.
Not even close. Yeah. And if Luka can't get a super max, the hell I'm finna get Ja a super max. In miserable Memphis. Man, you can forget it. I'm putting Ja ass on the block. Let's see. Let's see. Quietly. I ain't trying to
They're
embarrass the
trying to
young boy.
blackball the city anyway. It's a chance that we go lose the team at the 2029.
Try to send it to Seattle. No, but Seattle, no. Seattle they want they want a new team. They want expansion because they want to keep the Supersonics. They want to keep the history of the Supersonics total. That's why the Oklahoma City had to be the Thunder. They couldn't be the Supersonics. They lost that in that battle. They want to keep the history of the Supersonics going. Yep. They want to keep the history. Crazy. Daryl Morey is a hypocrite, y'all.
Hey
So I
man,
don't listen to guys like that. He a hypocrite.
hey Hearn. We in that
What's up,
campaign. What
man?
you think about what Daryl Morey said?
Say that again.
So what you think about Daryl Morey said?
Man, you know him and LeBron can't stand each other. Really, most definitely stem from that China stuff that they that they didn't agree with. So it goes back to that, honestly. But at the same time, a lot of people outside of Daryl Moore feel that way about the bubble. You know what I'm saying? You can't take the bubble away. It happened the way it happened. Did half the league didn't want to go there? True, that's true. But at the same time, end of the day, they still agreed because they thought about the money. They thought about different things that would be sufficient to them. So they agreed to go to the bubble end of the day. The majority ruled in it. So if you didn't want to play, you could have did. Players could have easily do what every brother did, saying I'm not playing. I'm not participating in the bubble. So if guys didn't want to go, you didn't have to go. Even when the league agreed, you still could have stayed home. You would not have got punished for that. So I mean, you can't discredit it because guys still end up playing in it. But a lot of people do feel that way though.
Yep.
That is one
I don't
thing.
deny that a lot of people feel that way. I don't deny they feel that way. I just don't agree with their feelings.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of can't though, cause like honestly, those other stars could have sat their ass at home. They could have chilled. They didn't have to go to that motherfucker. Guess what? People would have understood why you decided to stay home in the pandemic. That would not have counted against you. But guess what? They still came anyway because they thought about that money.
So they ain't want to have to give it back because you know that's what would happen. The league ain't that dumb. If you just tried to stay home and you've been paid 3/4 of your salary and ain't paid half the year, oh, they'd have got that money back.
Yeah, they would have got it back. So
you'd have had to write a fat check back to them. And players did not want to write that money back, and they wanted to get that last check.
Yep.
Y'all. Shout out to 1K line. We said when the NFL streams coming and shit. Yo, we mixed in. Yeah, it comes soon, man. We're gonna get back to that. You know, right around the corner. NBA still like what 2 months away. So yeah, we right in the midst of everything. I know I'm gonna keep giving y'all this content. I want to say thank my brother L for coming through. Hey man, about to end this campaign. I think I gave y'all enough content for today. Salute my other brother Hearn. Out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Salute.
Hey man, we out of here. Salute to everybody. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, everybody. We out of here.